Hi, in this video I want to talk to you about serotonin and its very important role in the human body. Now, if you or anyone that you know struggles or has any challenges with anxiety, depression, or even digestive problems, please stay tuned for this whole video because I think you'll find it very helpful to understand this important chemical. Hi, I'm Dr. Joe with 2 Minutes to Better Health. Well, most of us have heard of serotonin, but most of us don't really understand it very well. Let's get a better understanding of it right now. Now, the most important role of serotonin, with all the research, is its important effect on mood regulation. Okay, so that's why, as you're going to see here, it affects everything having to do with mental well-being. It's a chemical neurotransmitter that's found in the body. Most of us think of it in the brain because that's where the impact of it is seen so often, but only about 2% is actually located in the brain. Upwards of 95% of it is found in the intestines, which is important because if we hear this term called the gut-brain axis, then that's basically the brain and the gut talking to each other. So if most of this neurotransmitter is found in the digestive system, you need a healthy gut to have healthy brain function. That's crucial to understand. It's a byproduct of tryptophan. It's an amino acid. So we hear about people eating turkey on Thanksgiving, they get tired. Well, that's actually very rich in tryptophan, as are other meats and protein sources. So it's an important role in the production of serotonin. It's important for memory, cognition, very important for digestion because of its location. Appetite, okay, so many people have an excessive appetite or under appetite because of the amounts of serotonin in their body, which has a lot to do with weight gain or loss. Hormone balance is huge. Sleep. Many people think of melatonin when it comes to sleep, but serotonin has a lot to do with proper sleep and good function. So motor function, muscles health as well, regulates pain levels. A lot of people have an excessive pain response to something that's not that significant because often their serotonin levels are out of balance. And wound healing and blood clotting is also a very important role of it. But the most important thing is studies show it has an important role in supporting depression and anxiety. Tons of research on this, and that's why many of the medications that try to support people with anxiety and depression and other mental disorders try to regulate the amount of serotonin in the body. So let's find out a little bit more about it. Low serotonin levels, we can see all of these different conditions: anxiety, depression, aggression, impulsive disorder, insomnia, irritability, low self-esteem, just even lower self-esteem, just not thinking really well about yourself. Sometimes people are dipping a little bit into that lower serotonin levels. Poor appetite, poor memory, eating disorders, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, panic disorders, post-traumatic stress disorder. So yes, there was a trauma, but also the effect of it on the body can be often because of the lower serotonin levels and social anxiety disorder. The list goes on. So you can see how important serotonin is for good health, especially for good mental health. All right, so how do we improve serotonin levels? This is important. Well, exercise is great for everything. Tons of research shows that it's great to produce increased levels of serotonin, dopamine, or that feel-good hormone that many of us think of for good mental well-being, as well as other good hormones. So very important to get some exercise daily, or at least be an active person. Consuming sufficient proteins, especially tryptophan, because it's a precursor or building block to serotonin. Eating anti-inflammatory foods. Crucial. The more inflammation in the body, the more you're going to throw off those hormone regulators in the body, neurotransmitters. So definitely things like salmon, leafy greens, fresh veggies, colorful live foods. All those colorful foods in the veggie section, buy more of them. Important. Nuts are also very helpful as well. You can look up anti-inflammatory foods. Avoid processed or inflammatory foods. We know what these are. They're the things that often we dip into when we're not feeling so good mentally. But unfortunately, they make it worse because they're often going to lower your serotonin levels. They're things like sugar, carbohydrates, packaged foods. We know what they are. Probiotics and fermented foods, yogurt, kefir, kombucha, sauerkraut, apple cider vinegar, other fermented foods are important because the gut health is crucial. Fermented foods help to create a microbiome diversity, many different strains of bacteria and yeast cultures, good yeast. And if that's in the gut in large amounts, it's going to have a healthy gut, healthy brain. Remember that. All right, consuming healthy fats are also crucial because these are neurotransmitters. These are hormone precursors, so they need good fats, such as coconut oil, avocados, and avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil. We did a video on that, so make sure it's extra virgin olive oil. Grass-fed eggs and meats because they have higher omega-3 fatty acids versus inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids. Grass-fed butter and ghee, very helpful as well. 5-HTP. This is a supplementation that you can take because that's going to basically build up your body's production of this serotonin. As well as sunlight is crucial, but take your sunglasses off when you're outside once in a while. You don't have to look straight in the sun, but get some of that reflection in your eyes. It's important to help to produce those neurotransmitters in the brain. Or use a sun lamp. This time of the year, there's not a lot of sunlight. You can get some, but a sun lamp is very helpful, which basically leads into our next video, which will be on sunlight and SAD, or seasonal affect disorder. A lot of people suffer with this. Want to teach a little bit more about that tomorrow, so please stay tuned. Share this with friends and family. Look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. Have a great day.